I don't feel comfortable when people say so and so, this minister not working, not functioning, not doing well. Because sometimes we don't know the constraint. The least we can hope from the government is that we know why certain ministers are dropped, appointed. Some people are more flamboyant than others. But flamboyant ministers doesn't mean they're doing the work. They may speak well, but they may talk a lot. So I would prefer that ministers meet the press often, talk to the public often about what they're doing, what they're not doing, why are they having some difficulties here and there, so that we are properly appraised. Strengthening the Prime Minister, not the government, doesn't serve the people, the riots. Why was it that the federal Ministry of Wilayah was dropped 12 months ago? And now we get back to that. Now we have a minister.
Mohon pendapat di ruang komen.
The failings of the cabinet, or some members of the cabinet, if they are failing, it's a collective thing, you know.
Collective, yeah.
In the sense that decisions made is the decisions of the government. So sometimes what I want to say here is that I don't feel comfortable when people say so and so, this minister not working, not functioning, not doing well, because sometimes we don't know the constraint.
But
the decision made by the minister is not by himself.
okay.
Whatever he proposed has to be agreed by the cabinet. So it is not right to say, oh, if you have a more clever minister, you can get more things done. Not necessary.
But it helps if the minister knows the subject matter.
Of course.
If you are, I mean, you were a lawyer. That's why you were burdened with the ministry.
But what I want to say about this reshuffle is this, you know, the least we can hope from the government is that, you know, at least we know why certain ministers are dropped, certain ministers appointed.
Right.
I mean, there must be some discussion in the media. Rakyat must know what is expected of that ministry.
Yeah.
I mean, for example, I just want to take one example here.
Yeah.
You know, when I read about the Minister of Health, what's her name, Zaleha,
Yeah.
when she was dropped, I was quite surprised, actually.
Right.
I don't know her, but I thought she did quite well, based on the newspaper thing, you know.
Report.
You know, when she took over, there was a huge outcry about, you know, doctors who are not on permanent appointments.
Temporary doctors, yeah.
Temporary doctors.
Yeah.
Thousands of them were on strike.
Yeah.
And within 6 months, she was able to take in, I think, about 15,000 of them on permanent basis. So I thought that was an achievement.
Right.
And then she did something on what we call the Madani scheme to help B40 group to get better medical treatment. And she did that. So when she was dropped, the least I would expect is some discussion as to why. Because, you see, some people are more flamboyant than others. But flamboyant ministers doesn't mean they're doing the work.
Right.
They may speak well, but they may talk a lot, you know. So I would prefer that ministers meet the press often, talk to the public often about what they're doing, what they're not doing, why are they having some difficulties here and there, so that we are properly appraised. But anyway, I'm okay with the reshuffle. I mean, PAS said that the reshuffle was to strengthen the position of the Prime Minister. But I said, that's okay if we strengthen him, but it must also strengthen the government.
Yeah.
Strengthening the Prime Minister, not the government, doesn't serve the people, the riots, you know. So I am okay with the reshuffle, but I would like, as I said, why, and for example, why was it that the federal ministry, the portfolio, the Ministry of Wilayah was dropped 12 months ago? What was the reason? We don't know.
Right.
And now we get back to that.
Yeah.
Now we have a minister. So for every big decision the government make, I think the rakyat needs to know.
So kung Antoine, huwag membantu penghasilan ng video, subscribe, like.